142.
I don't really feel like I have the energy to podcast today.
We were doing the Chaos Josh voice.
Chaos Josh here.
He is apparently someone's landlord now. So what happened with him, I guess, was we always thought, like, okay, well, at least when his mom dies, he's going to inherit the house. This is the guy who's like 40-something. He has 2 t-shirts. He does Pokemon Let's Plays. There are bugs all over the house and stuff. He'll do like Skeletor voice. It's like a classic 42-year-old white nerd who knows all the nerd things, and he's like a neat but somehow completely unaware of it, like how pathetic it is to be like wearing Super Mario sweatpants in your mom's house when you're 42.
If you look up Hot Couch Guys on YouTube, our video where we first watched him is like the 5th result.
Yeah, they would have the craziest events where he would have all these guys who were like him, like his same age group and type of personality, come over to his house, and half of them would be sitting on the floor, and they would all have their shoes and socks off and be like pulling actual strips of dead skin off their feet and just dropping it on his floor. And they would have no drinks, no food, no nothing.
No.
But somehow he could get these people to...
They had drinks. They had 6 packs of Lipton green tea warm.
Yeah, room temperature iced tea.
They would peel it off those duck killer 6-ring plastic things.
It's awesome. Yeah, if someone invites you to your house and that's the drinks they give you and that's like the place you have to sit, yeah, I think you have a moral obligation to boycott it. To say, I am not coming over there anymore until you get a 6-pack of Diet Coke.
Growing up, I always thought I was going to run into duck stuck in those things more. Sorry.
Duck stuck in what?
Those little 6 plastic ring things that hold the sodas.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what you're supposed to do with that.
Cut them, yeah.
You're supposed to just throw it away with the soda in it. Because a turtle can't get stuck in it if you just throw away the whole thing with the soda in it. Or you don't even take it out of the thing. You drink one, then you pass the 6-pack to the next person.
Calling it a life hack because you just drink like a corner of it and you're like, don't you got pulled off now? Throws away easier. Like, it's not a life hack, man.
Yeah, you just have all 6 of them and then you whip it into the Pacific Ocean.
When I was a teenager, I thought that you shouldn't have to rip open like the holes in the turtle killer thing if it's going in the recycling, because they're just going to melt it down and make recycling out of it. Like, it's never going to be near a landfill.
It's true. Oh, so the Chaos Infinity thing, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, we thought, like, his mom was going to die because she was, had bugs all over her and shit. Then she did die, but then I guess, like, the uncle owned the house or something. Like, his uncle owned the house the whole time, so he doesn't even get that. But I guess he's, like, the property manager or the landlord or something for, like, 3 trailers they rent out. And it just makes... It's such a bummer that... this isn't, like, the middle of nowhere, Ohio. This is, like... he's not exactly Donald Trump. It's like $20,000 worth of property. But still, like, imagining calling that guy, because, like, he's the guy you least want as a landlord. Like, well, he would never, like, evict you or confront you or anything, because he would be like, but also if you said something's not working, he would go, It was the same thing that he did in his house for years, where you've got 20 trash bags in the kitchen. Why not take them out today? I have to play Pokemon.
I thought he meant the same thing he did in his house for years, which was not work, when he said something wasn't working.
That too. God, he's the best.
No, to give him credit, he does have a job, I think.
Yeah, he works at, like, FedEx, UPS.
He's got to pay for his fucking Mario Big Heads and shit.
Which makes it that's another weird thing about him, because he's a guy who, like, lives with his mom, no expenses... Lived with his mom. Now he lives
Hopefully
with, I guess, his uncle.
Holy hell.
Like, no expenses or anything. And he's working full-time at UPS, maybe seasonally. But then somehow his computer is like a netbook from 2008. Like, he'll upload videos of him trying to play NES ROMs, and it's chugging at 2 frames per second. And then he's got, like, he has 2 t-shirts with holes in them, as we've seen.
It reminds me of Brainstorm's gaming streams, the fucking literal 1 FPS Minecraft, and he's just talking, and they're like an hour and a half long.
It's odd. Like, I don't know how you can survive that. Like, playing on a computer from 17 years ago. Like, just buy a new one.
You gotta have a fan point at it, like Outlaw doing the 1-chip challenge.
He's the perfect example of a guy like that who you go to his house and it's like, why don't you have this? Why don't you have this and this and this? And it's like, and like they have the money. It's like, well, why not? Why is your computer 17 years old? Why do you not have a pair of shoes?
Alex, you're failing to see his hustler mindset. Like, if you follow the accounts that I do on Instagram, like Billionaire Fucks, and I think there's actually one called Hustler Mindset. No, is Side Hustle Bible? Yeah, Side Hustle Bible, I believe it is. But what he's doing, you don't need, if just take a year of your life to focus on your side hustle. In this case, it's owning 3 trailers in like somewhere in the middle of Ohio. You don't need to spend money on a new computer. You don't need to waste your time watching Netflix or socializing. You just focus all your energy into owning your 3 rental trailers. You can like use the profits from those to buy more rental trailers, and then he can retire at like the age of 71.
That would be a good thing for him to do, for him to put all his energy into that and be like, I'm going to keep these clean. I'm going to make sure that the tenants are happy. I'm not going to fuck up. I'm going to do my job because I've been fucking up for a long time. And someone finally gave me some responsibility, and I'm going to prove that I earned it. But I think what's going to happen is what I said was going to happen, where someone calls him and says there's a repair that needs to be done. And he says, I was going to play Metopia today, and then I was going to edit a video of me doing the Skeletor voice, and so
Did you come over and clean my bugs?
I ran out of homemade bug spray. They had an unbelievable video.
Explain that. I think we were just talking about that on stream last night.
The mom, who has since passed away, is sitting on the couch talking about making homemade bug spray from, like, hydrogen peroxide and baking soda or some shit like that.
Do you know what you should do if you have a bug problem? Not make homemade bug spray. Just buy bug spray. Don't worry about pesticides being in it. That's what should be in it. Like,
This
what
is
the
my homemade
fuck?
DEET.
I made this homemade bug spray. It's safe. It doesn't kill your bugs. Oh,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
just water.
It just gets them wet.
It just gets them wet and pissed. And she's spraying it on, like, you can see the sink. There's, like, a full thing of ramen just in the sink drain thing, and a bunch of dirty dishes and just nasty slime everywhere. And she's spraying it on the bugs in the dirty sink. And then she scrolls up, and they're like, every inch of the walls is bugs. Just little flies everywhere. And there's sticky pads that are 100% filled with bugs. And then she pans over to the side, and there's a mound of like 15 trash bags in the kitchen that haven't been taken out. And she's
so
like working on
annoying.
homemade bug spray. Like they're in the sink. They're in the fucking dirty, rotting organic material in the sink. And like, just take the trash and put it in the backyard.
What do you
Like,
mean?
Jesus
That's our
Christ.
No, they're the people that never garden, but they have compost. Oh, that's our
yeah.
compost. Ew.
Like if you're at the point that you have a pest infestation because the garbage is piling up inside, like just put it on the porch, I guess.
If you have pet bugs,
If you have pet bugs, it's crazy. But that guy's someone's landlord, which is amazing.
imagine being a fly in his house, pulling up to the fly tape, and you're like, nowhere to fucking park.
They should make you do like an aptitude test to be a landlord. Like there's got to be like like a series of like basic home repairs. Like you have to know what button to push on a drill to make it like go in and one that makes it go out.
Yeah, there really should be.
What a bitch fridge. Vamos.
I guess there's criteria you have to go through to get a mortgage or like a commercial mortgage or something. But the problem is a lot of the time people will rezone stuff or they'll like inherit it like that. Or someone just says like, he might not even be the person who owns it. He's just the person who he has nothing to do. So someone told him to manage it. But yeah, like if someone doesn't know how to drill stuff, they don't know how to, like, you should know basic home repairs if you're a landlord.
Yeah, you gotta like own a stud finder at the very least, and like, what else? They should know how to use painter's tape to actually tape around like light switches and whatnot.
Yeah, they should know how to hook up a toilet.
Yep.
Hooking up a toilet is so much easier than I thought it would be. After watching my dad do it like 3 times in a year at one of our houses, just because we had old as fuck toilets and we just replaced them one by one. And we live in an area, I don't know if Alex gets this over there too, but they limit rate your flushes here. They're woke.
What?
They got woke toilets, so
Fucking nanny state.
people brag about going over to Windsor to Home Depot and they come back with their toilets that yeah, I can take big shits in here. Hell yeah. Canada's good for one thing, motherfuckers. So cool.
Yeah, I don't think I have those.
Imagine getting pulled over at the border. Do you think they claim you're like, I have this toilet? They're like, you can't take that. They bring a dog out. Yeah, these guys got toilet in his backseat.
Forbidden contraband.
Yeah,
That's a
my
big
illegal
Trump
toilet.
thing. Trump's been talking about that for years. The hairspray thing, taking the CFCs out of the hairspray, and also the low flow toilets. Those are the two things that ruined his life in the last 50 years that he misses.
I love his fucking tangents about the windmills, which he touched on again the other night. The windmills thing is so funny.
What was it about? Them killing birds or being an eyesore?
He said he went to visit a windmill and he saw millions of dead bald eagles at the foot of it. It was fucking hilarious to think about.
Oh my god.
Millions. Holy fuck. That'd be such a terrifying scene. Millions of dead bald eagles at the foot of one windmill. Holy shit. Someone should take that thing down.
People who complain about windmills are so funny. Unfortunately, those people, they lose most of the time, like people in the Hamptons or whatever who say, like, I don't want a wind farm out in the ocean because I can see it a little bit and I don't like it and I shouldn't have to see power infrastructure when I look out the window.
How do you not think those make your fucking coast look cooler?
Yeah, they look cool.
They look sweet.
Like, I can look out the window right now and see power lines. Am I going to pitch a fit about that? There's a power line! I saw a bird fly into it!
I like the high voltage A-frame towers that they have to cut like thousands of miles of forest down to put through. Those look way cooler.
Did you guys hear about what they did in
cool.
Alberta
so weird looking. What
about
was it?
renewable energy? So, like, obviously you've seen like Northwest Territories, like their capital has been evacuated due to horrible forest fires, Kelowna and BC, like crazy fires all around. And in Alberta, they've paused renewable energy development until sometime mid or late of next year. It affects 33 billion in investment and 24,000 jobs per year.
Goddamn.
Because they need to be able to. I forget what the reasoning even it fucking is. Yeah. So there's no new windmills, no new fucking solar panel fields or whatever. Because they need to pause approvals to help the inquiry and ensure that every project will be subject to the same regulations and processes moving forward. Well, we're still like pumping out shit, the tar sands and horrible shit, folks.
That's just virtue signaling at this point because there's so many solar projects and renewable energy projects that it's not even really a political thing anymore. Like maybe you can say it for applause lines in a debate or something, but there's so many regular blue collar guys that work at a solar panel place or they work at some place like that, and they're not like, wait, they want to shut my job down for no reason? Like what? Like that's a lot of jobs in a lot of places.
Only blue hair SJWs work at those places.
Yeah, that's right. The guys who install solar panels on your roof.
All the green energy guys look like the singing CEO. Hi,
it's all NBs.
By day I'm a CEO, but by night I'm an undiscovered rock star. That's all those guys.
They only have NB technicians.
Yep.
They have all these crazy piercings, and it pissed me off.
Yep. They call their they don't have a foreman. They call it a for they over there. A for them.
Did you see that Jordan Peterson tweet where it was a picture of the wildfires in Canada, like the cartoon fires that they have over I think we talked about it a couple episodes ago when we brought up the fire maps where they have the little icon. Yep. And it's obviously not a photorealistic depiction. It's like a little cartoon. Like a little cartoon fire emoji.
And he's like, are they really that big?
Yeah, this is not the real size of it. Like he's the reason they had to put that shit on the cereal box. Like this, it's not actually as big as it shows on the box.
Some of those fires fucking for sure are though. That's what's so funny. He needs to actually look at a map.
Yeah, look at actual photographs. They're huge.
Look at a legend and see how fucking far like an inch is on the map he's looking at. It's so annoying.
His Twitter is crazy now.
I know, it's like he's on a bunch of fucking drugs and eating a ton of red meat all the time and giving himself delirium.
He must be on some sort of stimulant, either that or he's fully manic because he tweets like 50, 60, 70 times a day.
Did you see his suit he got pictured in yesterday?
He looks cool.
His logo he made for himself on the back of it. So cool.
Wait, I didn't see the logo on the back of it.
Yeah, go to someone replied with a picture of it to Brendan Bad Takes.
Okay.
He also lost that lawsuit against the school that said he had to do social media training. He just loses over and over again, and then every time he loses, he gets a little crazier and a little, like, he's posting, like, people getting milked in China, and...
That's Ryland's favorite professor. Ryland's first day of school at UT brought him an Infinite Jest and said, young man, I think you'll like this.
That's right. And he's basically shot as a public figure except for, like, outright right-wing people. He's like a crazy Alex Jones type person now. And he used to be a professor. That was the whole reason he was like a public figure, was because he was this like pseudo-centrist kind of guy who could say stuff about trans people or gender or political correctness. And he could get featured in the New York Times or liberal centrist news outlets as like the sensible conservative guy. But now he's out there like, they're jacking off people in China. They're sperm jacking people. Oh, and it's like, what is the place for that guy? He can go to like Turning Point USA, I guess.
Speaking of pivots like that, did you see the newest members of the alt-light not even the alt-light, I hate that term, it's such a never mind. But anyway, like just people that are like
bleep that out.
People that are becoming right-winged esque for the blue check paycheck. Ed Krasenstein, his tweet yesterday.
Oh, really?
It was 3 years ago today that Kyle Rittenhouse took the lives of 2 individuals. Most people on the left won't agree with me when I say the jury's decision on finding him not guilty was the right one. Most people on the right won't agree with me when I say that Rittenhouse is partially responsible for the deaths and should be chastised for his actions. The way the law was written, Rittenhouse simply didn't violate the law. You can't convict someone of something that technically isn't a crime. Oh my fucking god, he's so annoying.
This is like the dreaded Peter Dew coming over to be a Bernie bro.
Attached to that video, he posted the video of Rittenhouse testifying in court and crying, blubbering like a baby. He has a special kind of ratio too. You see a lot of quote tweet ratios these days. It's like the most common one. He has the reply ratio.
Ooh,
7,000 replies.
Damn, close to 8,000.
He's getting that bag. That's what Twitter is fully turned into now. It's engagement bait. That's the name of the game.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's sitting on a beach in Florida while he tweets that shit and puts his phone down. He's like, actually, it's more like this. He's little.
It's so degrading to be one of those guys, though. Like Ian Miles Chong, even.
Oh, I thought you meant twins.
Yeah, I hate twins.
Why are there 2 of you? Fuck you and you. So I say to twins.
Cat Turd showed so much honor, turning on Elon Musk and not taking the money for the tweets.
He's so cool.
Never really
even
get into
those
cat
guys,
turds.
Even those guys turned on him. Like, this guy's so stupid.
Ian Miles Chong is the coolest. He has the coolest engagement post now. What would you do if she was your UPS girl? What are you talking about? You live in Kuala Lumpur.
Posting like the crazy woman on the plane 100th time.
Oh god.
It's all
Dude,
shit like that.
I only fucking even think about that woman still because the right wing guys that still talk about her all week.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like the Melanie Mac guys were obsessed with that shit. I don't like. They thought she was hot, I guess. Like she's, I guess.
Yeah, but then when she came out, it was like, hey, sorry everybody, and obviously she came back and had her little video and her statement, and then her blue check mark ready to go, and she gained a ton of followers. Yeah, she's definitely trying to capitalize on it, but also, what did she do wrong?
Someone probably reached out to her.
What did she do wrong except probably mix like Xanax with wine before her flight went fucking ape shit? But like she left the plane. She didn't hurt anybody. She was just making people uncomfortable because she was having a moment.
Yeah, I don't get why that needed to go viral or even be filmed.
It's only because she was attractive, and so all these right-wing guys are like, what's this fucking sexy bitch saying? We should listen to her, huh?
Yeah, it's so creepy.
Then she came out and was like, hey, sorry everybody, it's really embarrassing, blah, 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 blah. And they're all like, that's not even the same chick.
Oh yeah, it's not even real.
That's
just like in the music TikTok, you know, the one with the guy, the Planet of the Bass, was a different chick.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That was one of the most annoying cultural events of our lifetime, I think, was that song. And that guy doing the Music Man thing of teasing out the song for 3 months and putting out a bunch of different versions. And he kept putting out new videos, and then people would talk about it and like do this like cute, this sickening shit. Like, I missed the first girl. I missed the first girl.
Well, then she came back in the music video.
Oh, are you a first girl person or a second girl person?
He was getting like death threats for not bringing the first girl back, though. So when he finally did, they were all like, yeah, you fucking did. You better have. Or else.
I mean, it worked. Like, didn't he go on stage at like a Jonas Brothers concert?
Yes,
yeah, he was their special guest.
He was there with all the elder millennials watching the Jonas Brothers, and a lot of them, if they aren't on Twitter, probably have no idea what the fuck was going on.
No,
That's
nobody
so
knew
cool.
who it was.
Or TikTok. Well, it was big on TikTok as well, right? Like, That's gotta have more of a reach than
from
Twitter.
the reaction of that crowd, nobody's on TikTok there either. Because
Yeah, it's not. I don't think that was big enough that you could bring him on stage to something. It would be like in 2007, bringing out Tay Zonde on stage like a week after Chocolate Rain came out. You're gonna have like 3 guys in the audience who are, oh, I saw that.
It would be like bringing Rare Basement onto Craig Ferguson.
Oh God!
Oh my fucking God! That's so weird.
We were talking about Ian Miles Chong earlier, and I wanted to go on his page to find the clickbait you were talking about, and I saw something so fucking ass. You know the video of like the roughnecks on the oil rig, and they're like muddy, and the guy's shirtless, not wearing PP. You know that one that goes viral.
Yeah, the gay porn that conservatives post.
Yeah, so he's like,
I always said that's Jason's stomach.
So this is a quote. Writing 3 posts on X a day is simply too much work. And this quote's coming from Zoomers with their pronouns in bio complaining about their cushy social media job. Meanwhile, and then it's that video. It's like you asked fucking ChatGPT to make a clickbait post for Twitter.
It's so lazy. Like no one can complain about anything.
All the while he's sitting there shaped like a gray-haired beanbag. Like fuck you, Ian Miles Chungus. I call him Ian Miles away from the USA.
My favorite thing that Ian Miles Chong does is every so often he will reveal his power level that he's Chinese, and he will say he'll retweet something, he'll quote tweet something like wet markets or something, or people eating cat and dog, and then say, "Well, look at American factory farms. Is this any worse than American factory farms?" And then his all his replies will be like, "What?"
I think it's one of those cooking TikToks where it's like, somewhere in Asia, and they're cooking like a dog or something, like
like a live dog.
It's like a really pretty shot video, like nice music and stuff, and the nice cuts. It's like a regular cooking video, but you could tell it's a skinned dog or whatever. I think it was that video, and he's like, "How is this any different or worse than factory farming in the U.S.?" Yeah, and all these people replying like, "Hey, what?
Hey, wait a minute, what? Did you forget what you were doing? You're supposed to say these people are awful, and we need to eat 300 pounds of beef every day like Americans."
Well, mask off, I guess, huh? Fuck.
God, he's the king. He's sold his soul so much. He doesn't... Like, I wonder what he thinks about when he's off the computer. What is his inner monologue like?
I know what he thinks about.
Because even compared to a guy like, I don't know, Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro has a little bit of dignity. Like, Matt Walsh has a little bit of dignity because those guys have at least not switched their ideology 10 times in the last 10 years, and they get to go to stuff, and they have money. They don't have to live in a hut in the middle of nowhere. But he is just he's decided that that's what he's going to do for the rest of his life. He's going to post clickbait like that. He's going to post the picture of the guy spinning around the cement mixer and saying, "Oh, this is a real job, and also I work a real job because I post the picture of that. So I'm not one of the pussy guys with a social media job. I'm like these guys."
It's what pisses me off. He lives in a part of the world too where you can go to so many different cool like it's like some of those beautiful vacation spots on Earth are like an hour flight away from him.
It's the gateway to the Indies.
Yeah,
the Straits of Johor.
And ChatGPT sucks.
He's probably never even been to Singapore.
I wanted to see what what ChatGPT would make for like a Twitter clickbait post to see if I could get like something reactionary. And it was very Twitter ad with like unbelievable secrets revealed with the emoji screaming with its hands on its face and mouth open. Discover the one weird trick that will make you a millionaire overnight with like money bag diamond emojis. Are you tired of working 9 to 5?
That's why all those tweets look like that.
Yeah. So then I said, make it reactionary. And they're like, expose the shocking conspiracy that's keeping you from your dreams. And I asked it to look more organic. They didn't. I'm like, no emojis or hashtags. And then it gives me 2 emojis. I said no emojis. It gives me 2 emojis again. I said, there's still emojis there. 2 more. And it took me like, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times of me asking them for no emojis for them to finally not add an emoji into it.
They made ChatGPT worse. Like, they actually made it worse after it blew up because people were using it too much for too many advanced functions. And they were doing it for free, and they want to actually sell that stuff to companies. They don't want to let any idiot do it for free because
makes sense. Yeah.
Like, why would you want to do that as a PR push? I guess because that was simultaneous with the big AI thing where everyone said we're adding AI to our stuff. It's going to have AI, and it's basic like machine learning. Stuff that was around 20 years ago.
Posting screenshots of that, Aaron, and being like, well, look like my job as a racist clickbaiter is pretty safe.
Safe for now.
Safe for now from this AI shit trying to take our jobs.
Like, I hear guys in the construction site like get really worried about AI all the time, and I like have to ask, like, have you used ChatGPT? It's really fucking stupid. Like, you can get it to do some stuff to like save you time if you want to make a shitty clickbait ad like we just did, but like functionally,
it can write a paragraph about something with correct grammar. That's about it. It can't run machinery, and also a lot of people get paid a lot of money to supervise machinery. So much of that job is already mechanized, and people get paid to run the bulldozers and shit. It's not like running itself, because you can't do that. Like, you can't even have a self-driving car. You can't have a self-driving bulldozer or like wrecking ball.
The self-driving Ubers in San Francisco, the videos of them all getting stuck at the same intersection are so funny. There's 3 cars all stuck at the same intersection because they're all trying to turn, and there's people in all of them, and they're all on phone with customer support.
Oh my god!
And there was TikToks from like inside, like 2 of them, of the people being like, "Do you want? Can I take over? Can I just take over and get us out of here?" And they have a lady that's like a customer support lady overseas on the phone with the guy in the car saying like, no. Like, oh, fuck. It's a horrible system.
Hopefully that makes people a little more skeptical of stuff like that in the future. Because the self-driving cars, they've been trying to make that work for so long, and it just still hasn't worked.
You can see those cars really, they're very recognizable, just their colors on them makes them super recognizable from far away and on CCTV and stuff. And there's so many horrible accidents of these self-driving Ubers just pulling out and getting T-boned, just completely crushed. I wouldn't get into one of those though. I'm sorry.
Fuck no.
It would have to be free.
I'm not exactly. I am not that fucking brave.
You would have to pay me, honestly, because you'd just be at max anxiety the whole time, looking out the window like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Or even like, what if like a truck comes out of nowhere and runs a red light, and the car just doesn't know? They don't know how to pull out of the way. It would have to be
the sort of thing where like I would only do it if it was like a super short distance where I know it wasn't going over like 30 miles an hour, like from the airport to a hotel or something.
Yeah, like Scotty Allen Day, he could have his job automated.
He should.
By a car that wouldn't smell.
He should be able to do some workouts during it. I got on autopilot. You see Scotty walk into the back to take a big dump while you're on a highway. Sean's cruise control.
I would get into one if the alternative was getting in with a drunk driver, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about parallel with each other, I think.
It depends, though. Which kind of drunk driver? Are we talking a teenage girl or my grandpa? So I'll get in my car with my grandpa. Well, not anymore. He's dead, but he was a great drunk driver.
Yeah, like an old Midwestern guy who survived the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that's fucking solid right there. Actually, I shouldn't say solid. Most white guys say solid or racist because they talk about being solid Peckerwoods. Which is the straightest. A Peckerwood is a
redneck.
It's a racist. It's a white guy, and it's usually an Aryan brother. And they call each other Woods, and they greet each other by saying Wood. And they have a bunch of other code numbers. It's like prison gang shit. And they use it's Woody the Woodpecker. Yeah, that's their little that's their logo. So if you ever see a guy with a Woody the Woodpecker tattoo, he's probably an Aryan Circle or Aryan brother.
When Caleb posted that picture of him wearing the mask as a handcuff thing, and someone retweeted it with "Shut up, you peanut ass Peckerwood, peanut head ass Peckerwood."
And the women,
I'll never forget that.
The women, sort of like a juggalette, the women version is a Featherwood. If you see a woman call themselves a Featherwood, that means they're a racist white woman.
Means they're a victim of domestic abuse.
That's right. They have a bald partner that hits them.
He hits me and I keep coming back.
Yeah,
I'm a Featherwood.
I'm a Featherwood. That's my Peckerwood. He's solid as hell. That's my solid wood over there. I love racist guys.
Woodpeckers are just annoying.
Personally.
Another really gay sounding phrase they say if you just read it, even though it's meant to be like just written or like carved onto shit, which is UFFU, but if you just read it, it looks like it says oof. And what that means is unforgiven forever, forever unforgiven. And unforgiven, I love that name. That's the Florida prison gang. And those aren't all. Well, that's the weird one because a lot of them are like racist white guys with like swastika tattoos and stuff. But then there's also black guys in it that are like, yeah, I hate some of them too. I don't know how that works. But yeah, if you see that too, and they have is their number 2112? They might be Rush fans.
Are they Rush fans?
Yeah,
what was the other
like
thing? The other thing that you said, it sounded like something else. I forget what it was now.
Unforgiven forever.
Oh yeah, Unforgiven. I was gonna say, was that after the Metallica song?
I don't even know the history on them actually. I literally the Unforgiven are guys that I researched the backwards way, which was friending a bunch of them on Facebook and reading their posts and then being like, oh, that's what you guys are.
Oh, right.
Because there are a lot of they like getting phones into jail too. So if you're friends with them, you'll have dudes in the prison that just post videos from there all the time.
I think a woodpecker is the closest bird you can get to like a guy trying to break open a stolen ATM by hitting it with a hammer all day because he's on meth. Sense. Yeah, like a woodpecker, it kind of has that energy.
Yep, I'm a solid wood. I'll steal an ATM with you.
I'm gonna get into this fucking tree, bro. I don't care. I'll fucking peck at it all day. I can stay up for 48 hours. I'll just fucking peck. I don't care.
So true. I'm a Peckerwood.
They're waking people up, waking up the neighbors.
Fucking calling yourself Peckerwood is so funny. It sounds like such a bad word.
It really does.
Get out of that garbage, you Peckerwoods!
What?
What? They called me a Peckerwood. And I was like, what? And they said, just shut up and drive the bus, you peanut-headed Peckerwood. And I was like, what?
Scotty had an amazing video the other day where he was talking about mulch, which is how he says merch.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
and he's talking about...
I was trying to figure out which one you meant.
And his current worry is that if he pays someone on Fiverr to make him a logo, he says they'll give you 6 options and you say, I like that one. And then the other 5, they can sell for $10,000 a pop to a company in China. And then the company in China can bootleg it and then sell it back to the US.
That's not how Fiverr works.
Yeah, bootleggers in China, if they wanted to sell a shirt with your logo on it, they could just do it. They'll just download the picture from Google Images and print it. They don't need to buy a discounted copy of it illegally under the table.
Some of those sites just have it fucking botted where it does it, I think. Because people do merch releases, and you can go search them on Alibaba, and their merch is there just on a shittier shirt.
Yeah, or it might just be automated, like the thing on Twitter with t-shirts.
Yes, if you search Chapo Trap House on either Alibaba or one of those sites, and one of the shirts that pops up is the one that says, my girlfriend's husband fights for your freedom or some shit.
Pretty good.
There's the one on Redbubble that is like the Helvetica font that says Matt, Amber, Will, and Virgil, and there's just no Felix on the shirt.
That's a funny one.
Virgil, and more Virgil.
I'm gonna get the one that just says Bree and Virgil.
Bree and Virgil. And Jimmy Dore.
Bree and Virgil and Jimmy. So dope.
I like the idea of having Jimmy Dore's full name on there.
I'm gonna get Cat Turd and Meme Bastard and Ed Krasenstein.
And the other Krasenstein. The 2 type of posts about Virgil are where's Virgil and oh, I saw him. I saw him at a restaurant. He was wearing the same exact costume and he's just at some restaurant, I guess.
I think people should stop fucking taking pictures of Sean Lennon and posting it on Twitter saying it's Virgil. It's not nice. He just wants to have his lunch. It's not his fault.
Yeah, he just wants to post about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He's such a puzzling guy, Sean Lennon.
Sean Lennon being like a Bored Apes guy is so fucking...
Yeah, why are you into Bitcoin, man? You were born rich. Why are you I gotta grind and get some crypto money? You have millions of dollars. You can do whatever you want.
I wish his unc would fucking say something, Ringo. He's just too busy throwing up the peace sign. Oh, peace and love. Shut up, man.
Stoner piece of shit.
You Chi-Chi Chong motherfucker.
Chechen Chong bastard.
Guy that thinks his name is Chi-Chi Chong.
Yesterday, I was one of 2 people who was watching the premiere of Jackie Martling's show with Peter Bales. I don't know who the fuck Peter Bales is. It's called Stand Up Memories, and the guest was Tommy Chong. and they were interviewing Tommy Chong, and there were 2 viewers, and I was one of them.
That should be called Old Bastards. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's so weird. Like, I'm the only person who's watching the fucking Jackie Martling stream.
Jackie Martling, Aaron was a comedian that wrote on the Howard Stern show for many years.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like 79 or something now.
There were some great Jackie stories. There was a time during the early, like at 94-ish, where Jackie would leave early, and they were trying to figure out what he was doing. And then it turned out, because he lived on Long Island, I believe, too, like a bunch of those guys. And it turned out he had a raft float into his beach area where he lived, like a raft of wood. And he just loved floating on it and drinking beers on it and stuff. And he kept leaving work early to just go home and do that. And then just taking whole days off. And then Howard sent one of the interns to drive over to see if he was on his raft, and he was painting it on the beach. He was painting it blue, and he was obsessed with this raft. And then there was like a storm at some point that summer, and it floated away. And Jackie wanted Howard to mention on the show about the raft to see if anybody would find it and bring it back to him.
It was very Curb Your Enthusiasm, but like actually happening in real time.
Yeah, like oh my god, there's I think Jackie's Raft Saga that somebody uploaded every show that mentioned it, and it's like 9 hours.
Jesus,
it's great. The Jetty.
Yep. Whoever uploads all, I mean, there's so many guys that do it, but all the fucking archivists for that show are so awesome.
That's a very Chet thing. That's Chet coded. Finding a raft and like falling in love with it, and then like losing it somehow.
Raft, dude.
Well, yeah, like not just like the video game, but I could like imagine him coming onto the, like he misses a show or something. Or like, where the fuck were he's like, oh man, I totally forgot I was painting my raft.
It's something that would be so relatable if it was summer and I was 10. Like building a raft on a pond. It's so funny. And Jackie would like not let other people go out on it. So cool. No, that's my jetty. Fuck. Cool guy.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was a great character to have around.
Somehow everything worked. On that show. That formula would just not work otherwise with other shit, I don't think. Who's that cool of an old guy where he could be on a show like that every day with a bunch of younger people and keep up? Not that he really did keep up. He was kind of like a
Regis
clown too.
Yeah, that was kind of part of the bit.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Regis. R.I.P. Bob Barker, too.
Yeah, we got to address the elephant in the room.
They fucking got him.
Yep. Do you guys remember back in the day when I would report Bob Barker's death just to get that one guy to reply to me?
Yep.
Actually, yeah. Bob is happy and healthy and living well in Malibu or whatever. And I'm like, okay, hi, Bob. You name searcher? It wasn't him, though. It had to just be some... We've talked about this before, but game shows have a big autistic fan base.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because they're very, they come at the same time every day. They're very routine.
Price is Right, especially.
Guessing numbers, exactly. That's a big one.
Yep.
Also being like staying home with your mom all day.
Bob Barker is the perfect, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people today consoling their autistic child about Bob Barker's death, for sure.
Remember all the Bob Barker controversy, though, about him being horny with like the girls
really
on the
horny.
show?
Oh, I bet.
He's really horny.
Let's Bob Barker controversies.
Oh, yeah. 1994 sexual harassment.
Someone who knew him sent me a screenshot of him texting his friend who knew him and said, Bob Barker is dead. And the guy said, this time it's real. And he sent the TMZ article. And he said, he was a pussy fiend true and true. He ruined a few careers for those who either didn't play long or decided to quit. LOL.
Yeah, it seemed like he was...
He was a old horn dog, I think. And also, yeah, if girls were like... say something about it, they would not work there anymore, that sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Letterman did that too. A lot of guys did that.
When he started in the 70s though, right?
Yeah, well, he started in the 20s.
God damn. Motherfucker's old. 99 though. He's going to be the Mandela effect for a bunch of Zoomers though, right?
Oh yeah.
Because even in my replies today when I posted about the guy that would come and defend him, a lot of people are like, I really thought he was dead. But that's just because Drew Carey took the show over and killed him, as we all remember.
I found a wild list looking for his accusations.
He actually got too old and frail to rape, I think. Because he was like 1994 sexual harassment, 1995 sexual harassment, and then it just stops when he's like 80.
Band, too frail to rape.
Too frail to rape.
Oh,
yeah, and it,
suck.
2002 he had a stroke, so yeah, it's like the accusations dried up after he stopped being able to physically grab people.
Yeah, well, I bet Happy Gilmore wished that happened a little quicker. All right, go
Check
ahead.
this out. So it's from grunge.com that I haven't heard about, but it's the untold truth of Bob Barker.
Josiah Hughes' site.
Yeah. And so just I'm going to go down the list. We don't have to jump into everything, but Barker got karate lessons from Chuck freaking Norris. He lived in poverty on an Indian reservation.
That's true. I saw that. He was 1/8 Sioux. I didn't know that.
Barker blames nudity for his recurring skin cancer.
He was tan.
He did lots of skinny dipping. In 2007, he said he'd go swimming 5 or 6 times a day. Barker has speculated that his youthful nudism came at a high price. I get skin cancers from my misspent life, he said. I go in every 3 months to get precancerous things removed, but it was all worth it.
Imagine bring his butler. Can you bring me my drink to the pool? My cock is out.
That's the nastiest thing when people just go in to have their melanoma things scraped off. Like old people in Florida, you just go into the drive-thru, they scrape it all off, all these brown scabs.
They pull out the floss and just go fine.
That's just what you do. You get it off.
His fighter pilot training helped him land his first broadcasting job. Barker owes much of his success to his late wife. He got sued by an animal welfare organization. He gave $5 million to an accused eco-terrorist.
Cool.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, he's a big vegetarian guy.
He's not a big fan of The Price is Right. He's been accused of grotesque abuses and a devious cover-up. Barker has been painted as a vengeful workplace tyrant. His animal rights campaigning goes beyond spaying and neutering. And that's it.
They didn't even
It goes
mention
beyond
punching,
spaying and neutering. We kill him.
They didn't mention him punching Adam Sandler on TV.
No.
Did that happen? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were golfing.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there's my Happy Gilmore reference for the day.
It must be
You're
so
welcome.
crazy to be 99 and you were around in the 20s. I don't know how your brain survives.
Speaking of the Sandman, by the way, as you know, we're a big fan of him here. I am anyway.
I hate him.
A friend of the show, Brandon Wardell, was going up last night to do a set in LA, and he got bumped by none other than Adam motherfucking Sandler. And it makes me
Damn.
happy that Adam Sandler shows up to places in LA like clubs still to bump people and do like 20 minutes. And poor Brandon had to follow the Sandman, but Adam Sandler said he was really, really funny. He really enjoyed his stuff. So let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, you opened for Bob Odenkirk, and Bob Odenkirk liked him.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
got him a writing job with Bob.
Yeah, good for him. He wrote a lot of Mr. Show, Brandon did. He was like 8 or 9 at the time.
That'd be crazy, just chilling in the green room, getting ready to go up to fucking do your set, and Adam Sandler's like, mind if I want to go up first? And he's just fucking dressed in his like striped polo and plaid pants, looking fucking like a toddler that dressed himself. So cool.
It would be awesome if it happened with Louis C.K.
He had like messy hair too, like he was just napping and woke up and was like, I'm gonna go do a set. And it's like the guy has like $200 million just from Netflix. He's just still showing up to do his set. That's cool to me.
Yeah,
I like
sick.
Yeah, he seems like a very chill guy. I love that clip of Burt Kreischer on a Zoom call with
my
him.
God,
And he
yeah.
asked him a question, and it's like, if you could live forever on the set of one of your movies, which one would you live forever on? And Adam Sandler's like, yeah, I'm not going to answer that. I'm not interested.
Adam Sandler
in-
was so fucking pissed at. Oh man.
Yeah, it's like,
I
I don't wanna
No,
talk to
I've
you.
seen that one. I think we watched it on a Sunday stream.
Oh yeah, that's one of the interviews where people like to repost a lot on YouTube because it gets a ton of views every time. It'll be like the most embarrassing interview ever. They title it like that.
It's very easy to get views off Burt Kreischer about his downfall and stuff.
We gotta watch this fucking movie still. Awful.
Yeah, how bad must it's so fucking
It's gonna be so bad, dude.
what a sad person.
It's rare that I find someone that I dislike so much.
The thing that pisses me off the most about him is that fake story he tells about Tracy Morgan. Like a completely
know
made
that
up
one.
story about Tracy Morgan on PCP at a bar, like taking his shirt off and getting kicked out. And Tracy Morgan says it's never happened and he's never done PCP. And it also doesn't make sense, but it was like,
Probably just some black guy.
yeah, I think it was someone
yeah,
he
I saw
confused
Tracy
for him.
Morgan. You're
'cause he was
fucking
pissed
wasted,
drunk.
man.
But it was Burt Kreischer's story, and then he told it to, I forget who it was, some other actor who does comedy. And then that guy was telling it as, like, this happened to Bert Kreischer, and then he eventually changed it to this happened to me, and Bert Kreischer got all mad about it. And it's just a made-up fucking story about someone else saying something funny. It's like a line that Tracy Morgan said that you wrote for him and tell people he said. Crazy stuff.
So Betty White is trending right now. And I wanted to know why, if it was going to be
she's
like
back.
Yeah, is it going to be like, is this all like she's getting fucked by Bob Barker and Heaven jokes? And that's some of them. But
Good.
some of them are also like, hey, they both died at 99. How tragic that they didn't get to be 100. But there's like a really great tweet in here that says, first Betty White, sorry, now Bob Barker. Can we please provide Dick Van Dyke with national security protection and wrap him safely in bubble wrap?
Okay.
Like it's the Hope Jobs Cash thing, but just for like Dick Van Dyke. Like we need a national security protection so this 97-year-old man doesn't die.
No, it's because he wants to still call lesbian slurs. That's why he doesn't want him to die. That's why he said that. And he likes dicks.
That's
Yep.
right.
Also, like, we need to provide this. They didn't get assassinated, damn it.
Yeah, like
They're
it was
old.
pretty natural causes. Like they almost lived to be a century old. That's
Why would
not
you
so
want them
bad.
to still be alive? It's
can't even-
miserable.
I haven't even looked at any of the tweets because I just know it's going to be 8,000 quote tweets, people going, vaxxed?
Oh yeah, that hasn't been funny for a couple months now.
Just search the word vaxxed right now and see how many times it's posted per second, and you see almost unoriginal people in the world. They're like, yes, joke just hit my head. I'm the first one to post this about Bob Banker. Let's go.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. And I guess it does kind of invalidate the conservative, like, pearl clutching a little bit when someone dies and everyone says vaxxed as a joke. Like, that kind of makes me happy a little bit, but it's so unfunny to see at this point.
Yeah, because
It's only
Yeah,
funny
we-
to say it to conservatives who
everyone
said
already
they were
knows those people
unvaxxed.
sound stupid, and they get ratioed anyway without everyone being like, here's my funny joke. Too bad I can't see any other tweets on Twitter. I'm going to post this anyway. Fuck.
it feels the same as the
Go
like
ahead.
Bofa people. You know,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like,
it's
getting
very
really
Bofa.
hyped about
It's-
like Bofaing somebody
it's
in
an
2023.
alley-oop. It's an alley-oop joke, and it's formulaic, and they're like, yes, I know this. Dude, it's like whenever a new Ligma comes out, and the fucking normies find out about it, they're like, oh, Ligma, Sugma.
Ligma Sugma.
Everyone that just has to, like, D's nut style jokes, too. People love to post Welvin to Great going got him. No?
Hey, have you guys heard of Gape My?
What's
You know
Gate
what
My?
Gape- Oh, Gape My
It's
asshole.
in Thailand.
Fuck, I got you got me, dude.
I got my asshole gaped in Thailand. What?
Gape my. You guys have
Gape
Gape
my.
my? Doing that at like McDonald's at the window at the door.
Hey, you guys have
Yeah, can I
Sound
get-
My? Sound My penis, my urethra.
Can I get one large Gape my?
Love the Gape My burger,
asshole.
please.
You floor it and just hit the person in front of you and they'll drive through. Fuck. Or just be like Bubba and hit the curb every time you have to turn slightly in a drive-through because he has dually. Fucking idiot.
It's cool that he has goats.
I love when somebody talks to Bubba at a drive-through and just it's a normal like exchange, and he pulls up to the next one and goes, "Well, that was uneventful." What the fuck you want to happen, motherfucker?
Yeah, was it supposed to be eventful? Why weren't there more dialogue options? I was hoping there was a wheel that would pop up and I could say "fuck you" or
I
like,
told him this video is gonna be on YouTube. He didn't even say he'll check it out.
it's awesome, and people don't know who he is anymore, which is funny. It's the same thing as Howard Stern saying NBA players who were born in 2003 they don't want to hang out with me. Like Bubba, he expects
Sure.
that people were listening to the radio in 1997, and it's all like people at McDonald's were not alive then.
It reminds me of when I worked at the hospital my last hospital job at the ER, and I had a coworker that was like kind of this dumb Chaldean guy. I forgot what he was even in school for, some technician job, but he was like just not a lot of common sense and didn't know a lot about things. I don't know how to explain it. He's good at his job, but just sort of dim. And we'll put it this way: he was like a Nick Merckx type guy who loved zombies, talking about zombie shit.
Oh, awesome.
And he caught wind of me having a lot of followers on some platform or something. He was like, "Yo, do you think you could post my zombie story?" I'm like, "No, but I can read it." And he's like, "Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Give me some pointers or something." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, just text it to me." and he sent me a YouTube of him. It was like just an audio, like a pictures of zombies on like the background, and him reading it like his own audio book. I'm like, man, it was like 30 something minutes long. I don't want to listen to your book of you reading it. What the fuck? Hold on.
Posting it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst thing when someone says like, "Hey, can you like boost my shit? Can you post this on Twitter?" And it's like, no, people would think I was making fun of you. I don't want to put you in that position, because if I posted this zombie story, people would think I was goofing on you, and I don't want to do that.
Put my hand on his shoulder. Here's the thing, man. I post a lot of dumb guys, and I think you're really smart.
I wouldn't be doing you any favors.
Nobody clicks my stuff. They're all bots.
Yeah, I actually paid for subs.
Just lie. Those are fake followers. Somebody followed on me. I don't have any followers.
I don't have any followers. No one knows who I am. I'm
nameless.
Shit,
man. I just got banned. You're looking at your phone. Up, banned. You delete Twitter in front of them. So stupid. Well, banned. Well, I guess forget about that app. Anyway.
Texting your friends. Hold it. Can someone report a bunch of my tweets real quick? I'm trying to get banned before I have to post this guy's zombie story.
Making a 0 follower account looks just like yours that you retweeted on. Here you go, man. Oh, that'd be a good bit. Yo, retweet for retweet. You said the 0 follower account that's identical to yours. You could get away with that with some old people for sure.
Definitely. The same type of people that get tricked by Reba.
Reba's fucking smart. So
she's a schemer. She's nasty.
Mm-hmm. She's like, ooh, look, it's a rainy day out today. Looks like it was a good thing the sort of fishing I'll be doing doesn't require me going outside, y'all.
Yeah, she puts a sign on her door that says "Gone Fishing," but it's with a PH. She just gets to work getting the iTunes gift cards. Her just entering. She's got a pile of them, and she's entering them the numbers one by one, and buying albums.
Call me Reba Mitnick.
Reba Mitnick. I don't know what you do with the iTunes cards though. I guess you have to sell them for like
you buy Oliver Anthony's Richmond, North Richmond single.
Yeah.
I guess that is what you do. That's probably a lot of the plays for that.
Do you see our viral ginger man came out yesterday and did another video talking to his truck like he did 3 weeks ago? And his video yesterday was actually like a little better because he's like, I'm kind of sick of seeing the conservatives put me up everywhere like I'm with them and I'm one of them. And then playing my song at the Republican debate, I wrote that song about those people. Like, that was pretty funny. Because he just gave up a ton of Republican money doing that video. No matter what you think of him, like...
Probably like a libertarian thing, right? Like,
well, you're going to see annoying people on the left now being like, yeah, see, we discounted this guy too quickly. We're forgetting these people, blah, blah. It's like, no.
I have seen some of that. Like, it's a fucking work. It's a PR push.
No matter what it is, these people think this fucking song is gonna change anything. No matter what, it's a fucking song. It's an album now. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
it is funny that those people are mad at him now because the posts about that song were so fucking crazy. It was like when the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan. That's how people talked about it for a week.
The most cringe ones were from Matt Walsh. That was like, this is the protest song of our.
This is the soul of our country right here.
This is a backbone of God.
I'm crying tears of joy at this song.
Replying to himself 50 times. Does anyone know how to contact this man?
Yeah, like they were just falling all over themselves trying to suck that guy's cock.
Like, wait, this is the Matt Walsh? Okay, man.
And then now they're like, oh, he's a pussy. He's a cuck because he said he likes diversity. Like, okay.
Cuck. Like,
well, it's fine to reject the viral song guy, but you weren't doing that a week ago. A week ago, he was like the savior of humanity.
They're calling him Strawberry Blonde now. Not even redhead. Crazy.
That's fucked. Yeah, he got his hair dyed. He's changed completely.
He dyed his hair black and he's doing emo now.
He's doing a Chris Gaines thing immediately. Going Chris Gaines' song too. Well, I'm kind of doing a rock thing now. I dyed my hair. It's still like dripping down his forehead.
I'm called Chuck Berry, a little bit like Buck Cherry.
Yeah, it's a spoonerism of Buck Cherry.
It's so stupid.
But it's Barry.
Doing Chuck Berry, but he's doing all Buck Cherry songs, but it's in the voice of Chuck Berry. Hey, watching you take a shit, and it smells so good you're on top of it.
Hey, you're the bathroom bitch, and I'm walking. I'm looking at you through a camera. Shit.
Piss. Fuck, it's so stupid. When you pee, I'm filming you all night. Gonna watch it in the morning with my dogs. Hey.
Hey, you can smell my fart. You're sucking my dick, and you'd stop and start.
Fuck.
Chuck Berry was such a nasty old fucker.
I know.
It's crazy that he lived so long.
How do you have so many little cameras so long ago, man? I like to imagine looking like one of the. I like to imagine it's like the size of a movie projector.
Yeah.
Just through this little pinhole.
Like, I don't want to see the footage that he made of people in the bathroom,
No.
but maybe I would like to see like what it looks like when there's no one in the bathroom, just to see the camera quality. Because a hidden camera in like 1986, like even a home camera was not good. Like, what was he looking at and beating off to? It must have just been like snowflakes
Being
or whatever.
nasty, being like a vintage pervert like that, and you're like, oh, I wish I had the Chuck Berry piss tapes. I wish I had his bathroom footage. That's gross. I do like to imagine that it's like a movie projector sized camera that's just like you can hear it clicking and shit through the wall. Hey, is someone filming me? There's a guy holding up one of the flash things. So stupid. Oh, good times. I wish Chuck Berry filmed me going to the bathroom.
You know what Ray Charles used to do? He used to put microphones in the bathroom. And he had a bunch of tapes that were just... They couldn't charge him with anything because it's not illegal. It's not illegal to do sound recordings.
That's the weird thing. Stevie Wonder had cameras in his bathroom too, and we're all trying to figure out why.
Yeah, I think he got in trouble for it, but then they had to let him off the hook because he didn't see him.
That's when he started acting blind.
He just...
Oh, actually, you forgot to see.
Yeah, I forgot that I'm blind. That's why I set up those cameras, so I didn't actually see any of them.
It's so fucking stupid. That's what I forgot to see. Well, damn. Ray Charles listening to people take shit. This is disgusting, Ray. Dropping the needle down on this fucking 45. It's like
he's got records printed. Yeah, there's someone in my bathroom at my restaurant taking a dump. Her name was Carol, apparently. I got a picture of her.
So stupid.
If you play it at 33 speed, it sounds even lower.
There's a legendary scene when Jamie Foxx just had his ear down on the bathroom tile. And he just had a shirt on. So stupid.
Yeah, they cut that out. That was only in the director's cut, the poop scenes.
I have this brainworm in my head all week now. Ray Charles scandal coming out for recording people poop and pee.
Audio recordings in his bathroom.
Field recordings by R. Charles. It's a record someone found.
Field recordings.
Wow, Ray Charles had a field recordings record. Let's put this on. You drop the needle. So cool. Oh my god.
Wow, what a nasty man.
We're gonna need a whole other episode just to riff on the crimes of Ray Charles.
The crimes of Ray Charles. It's crazy he escaped justice for so long.
I'm gonna become one of those people on Twitter that whenever somebody like Ray Charles dies, like someone famous for like a big disability like that, on top of like great things he did, all you are like, you know, he hit his wife or his girlfriend back in 1950, like one of those people. Yeah, he threw a dog out of a moving train in Tennessee in 1956, but go off.
Trying to cancel Ray Charles. You know, he tried to hit his wife.
Idiot.
He pulled the steak hammer, he's hit the wall. Fuck.
All right,
Well,
everybody.
Have a
Thank
great
you
day
for
at work,
listening.
everybody.
Episode 142.
Bye
God
bye.
bless. Bye-bye.
Your radio is set on cruise control. Get set for another 45 minutes of non-stop rock and roll. At least 10 great rock songs back to back. Guaranteed.
takes your hat if you think of ma'am. And every time you make the scene, you find the joint is jam. Oh, Carol, 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 where you at? Carol, oh, Carol, don't let it take your heart away. I'm gonna learn to dance if it takes me all night and day. And now my machine so we can cruise on out. I know a swinging little joint where we can jump and shout. It's not too far back off the highway, not so long a ride. You park your Mercedes in the corner, you can walk inside. A little cute one takes your hat and you can thank her, ma'am. And every time you make the scene, you find the joint is jammed. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, Carol! 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 Oh, Carol! Don't let it steal your heart away. I'm gonna learn to dance if it takes me all night and day. Now, if you want to hear some music like the boys gon' play,